Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a South Austin Fish Room. There we go. Sonny G in the house. Yeah, hey, I hope Dixon's feels better. Dixon Designs is gonna not be in the chat this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna go rest in bed. Not well. But hey, you wanna know what? The air has been weird emotionally as well as physically. So whatever ails you, girl, feel better. We're looking at the 75-gallon. What's going on with you, Sonny G? Anything good? These goldfish are perky after working in with the FX6 for a couple weeks now. They seem chipper, and the aquarium is cleaner when they kick up everything by sifting all the sand. They've sifted all the large bits, and they've all gone in the filter. Yeah, this is my 75-gallon. I had 4 goldfish in here, and one of them died. And when that fish died, I was at work, so my wife had to handle it. So she took all the plants out as well. She thought that the whole thing needed to be scrubbed or something, that there's something might be something dangerous to all the fish. I mean, it needed a water change. The death happened after my canister filter stopped working properly. And then I haven't had proper filtration on it for like a year. And the fake plants were gone. But I got the fake plants cleaned up and we and the water clarity is good, and I'm still running a hang-on back and a sponge filter as well, although it's probably been about 10 days now, if not 2 weeks, and so I can probably remove those 2 if I wanted and just keep the FX6, but yeah, the fish seem to acclimate to the more water flow, they're liking it, you know, nobody seems to be struggling to stay in place or anything like that, so I don't feel like I have too much flow. And they have a buddy in waiting in the garage, sweet Cleo. Hello, June. Hello, Jeff. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, the FX6 is installed. The it's taking care of the filtration miraculously. Um, it definitely is possibly too much for the job, but I'm definitely gonna like take advantage of the overfiltration. Um, put another goldfish in here, and maybe a couple of bristle noses because we lost Mr. Sucky during this time period too. My common pleco inherited from my niece. So yeah, trash summer in the city. You know what I mean? Like I have, it's very hot here in Texas this week. Everything is withering under the hot sun. though. We're finally getting our summer. It seemed kind of like a extended spring that we had. I know it was still summertime, but we were getting rain a lot and more than we do in most years. So it was really nice and less crispy. But here we are, August, and hide from the sun. That's what we do. Yeah, it's hot across the whole South right now, but it happens in Texas a lot and over the South. Like during the summer, it'll get like this high pressure area, and then so no clouds can like move in. So it's just nice and hot. Phineas is trying to train Junior to do something. I don't know what. But yeah, no, I put the plants in the tank last week after the live stream and thought we'd start here. This tank is starting to look like something that you would want in your living room, and it's been in my living room the entire time. So, um, the wife is still not pleased with the motor. It's just a powerful motor, and it leaves a hum. And I might take the housing off and see if there might be a spot to put some sponge so that then the plastic uh, housing doesn't work. I'm also thinking about just wrapping it in sound foam, putting it inside of a box that has foam on the inside of it. New goldfish is doing well. We'll see Cleo in just a few minutes. She's pooping. Life is good. She's a little asymmetric on her tail. I don't know whether it's just she likes to sit one way or whether it was a deformity from birth or what. I don't know whether it's genetic or environmental is what I'm trying to say. Breaking news. Breaking news. A political. There's still a presidential vote coming up, so everybody make sure to give them all your money because that's what they need. The motor itself that turns the thing, yeah, it hums like the whole unit. Like it sounds like there's a diesel truck like outside on the street. You know what I mean? Like that hum. So I have it sitting on foam to begin with, and then now it's just the motor is sometimes kind of loud. I'm gonna talk to Vibes about it. He's my FX6 dealer. I bought mine new, so this is the way the new ones are. There might be something wrong with it. It'd have to be one of those situations where Vibes like came by and we were exchanging things. I'd be like, "Hey man, listen to this. Is it supposed to sound like that?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, man, that's the way it sounds." I'll be like, "No, that doesn't sound right. You might want to like act on the warranty or something." But yeah, I did notice that with the new FX6s that, or the FX6 that I bought, uh, there is no dial to turn down the water flow or anything like that. So that is an option that is no longer there. But probably kept the price point the same at about $400. So, but I'm about it. It seems to be what the doctor ordered as far as these goldfish, and then I'm gonna push it more and put some bristle noses in there. That branch that I have in there, I bought at Aquashella, like first one, second one, maybe. I don't know. So it's been in the tank for at least 3 years, maybe four, and I it's starting to really break down now. It's ghost wood. It's starting to really break down now. It's got a lot of black black hair algae on it and stuff like that, and the goldfish will pick at it and whatnot, but I haven't had anything like actively like graze on it. And I can see a couple bristle nose females being real happy in here. I definitely don't want any breeding action going on in this 75-gallon. It's just going to be a display tank. So, yeah, and the females that I plan on putting in are going to be full grown. So it'll be fun. But yeah, the goldfish have been perkier, and I think it just has to do with the water parameters being more optimal, water just being cleaner. I'm really happy with it. What up, Debs? Coming in here. Jeff, Fish Fam Link, J Rock does Surf City. Did I catch everybody? Fathom Aquatics, always good to see you, buddy. Legacy Ride. Life Lessons crew in the building. J Rock asking Jeff how the remodel went today. Mark Sterlson, love that guy. Glad you're here. But yeah, things are well with the tank. Everybody seems to be really happy. Last week I was able to get a lot of algae off the back glass, so the front and back glass look really, really good right now. I'm gonna work on the sides when I do a water change this week. Mr. Rob Fishbert, what is up, sir? Good to see you. My filtration situation in the 75 is taking a turn for the better with the addition of an FX6. We're looking at the evidence of that right now, and let's see, in about 10 minutes, we'll switch over to go look at Cleo and see what she's been up to. And I'll take a look around in the fish room, and after, 30 minutes of checking her out, we'll look at something different because I realized that we looked at Cleo last week and this tank last week as well. You know what I mean? Like there's some changes and whatnot, but I mean, uh, let's keep the variety of it up. So maybe we'll look at three different tanks this week, which is nice. You know what I mean? Like I love looking at tanks. Like that's one of my favorite things about live streams and stuff like that. Always has been. Like I just want to know what you got in your tank. I don't care if it looks good. I don't care if I think you're doing it right or wrong. I still want to look. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a looky loo like that. Like so I guess I'm on the entertainment tip as far as like defining myself as like a YouTube creator. Like all I have is this weekly live stream right now, and I rarely put anything out otherwise. Just kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, I guess I'm on the entertainment tip, like or like a vlog type thing, like this is what's going on in my fish room. Guess yeah, but I don't even do that well because I'm not putting out like steady content about it. I am talking about it once a week, but I mean, like honestly, like this is my fish friends hangout time. You know what I mean? Like my good social time every week. So Jeff has a question here. All right. The update on Jeff's remodel is pain in M-fin R's. Yeah, man. That sounds like it. I mean, like, it's so great to like think about like building a rack. You know what I mean? Like, there's something a lot of us have done, right? And then like you actually get in the middle of it, and it's a lot harder than it was to just think about. When you think about it, everything goes together and you have all the right tools and everything goes the way you want it to. But yeah, man, the actual doing things in three-dimensional space, like, wow, it's the worst. The worst is replacing doorknobs. Don't get pulled into that game. Don't replace the doorknobs because it'll make the door look different and it'll be better. Just leave it alone. Don't take apart a door handle ever. If you can avoid it, like get out of it. So yeah, Jeff was asking, Mike, what live bears do I keep? Uh and I've got two different kinds of endlers, and one of them I just got. Um, it was released to me from my neighbor before he moved. Um, and they're done with quarantine now, so they can actually be moved. Um, and then I've got a bunch of purple Moscow guppies. I have some blue Hawaiian guppies, but they're in a smaller tank. And because of that, have not been as prolific as the purple Moscows. I've got purple Moscows everywhere, but there's plans for moving that I'll show you when I get in the garage. I think that might be all the live bear. No, wait, I have mosquito fish. I have the gambusias and the swordtails are also live bears. I've got red swordtails. So that's all my live bears. I'm sorry, only Oscars. This is my most expensive tank now that I put this new filter FX6 on it. Are you not entertained, girl? Look at them floating around. They want to be Oscars. They just don't know how. Hey, Craig, buddy, welcome in. Yeah, I spent some money insulating and putting a heating and cooling unit in the garage. And like that's pretty much like my most expensive. Like all the tanks you see were uh 50% off sale or used. So 50% off sale, like prices, at the most. Uh, but I've been very lucky, like as far as like filtration needs and stuff like that. Like I've got a stack of used hang on backs and stuff like that that Eddie has come across. And I think the boys down the block, they did some changing up on their filtration and bought like a bigger one or a different one or something. And then with their used equipment, they brought it to me. So Uh, yeah, I'm blessed with a lot of the smaller stuff and stuff like that. Like I've gotten at a very usable, at a used rate and or free, so that helps. Yeah, that's Peaches. She had yellow stripes on her sides. She's got a little bit of yellow in her tail that I'll never be able to show on in 1080p. But other than that, yeah, she's gone all white. And Junior's gone all white on the sides and whatnot, and he was completely tangerine colored before. It's really amazing, like how much uh how much their coloration and stuff like changes as they're growing up and stuff like that. Yeah, she is the only non-common that I have. So she is a comet, right? They've got the longer fins and the tail piece between her body and then where the tail fin actually uh, starts is a little bit longer, and you can see that it's shorter in the common, but fun stuff. So yeah, let's move the camera. Is it me or the floor? Oh, it's me. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Let's do this and move. Oh man. So I put a bunch of tang in with Cleo to start things off. Let's get it going. Oh, better, but not the best. Yeah, it keeps shutting down. Oh, can you hear me now? Okay. Ooh, Tanganyikan shell dweller, Johannes. That's great. My whatchamacallit's gone. I had a coddle pump, and they're more of a cave dweller, but they will put their babies in the shells and stuff like that. But my coddle punk, uh, red tip, did not have the longevity. So you know what I mean. Like, just goes to show. You know what I mean. You make an impulse buy at the fish expo. You know what I mean. Like, sometimes that fish don't last. But yeah, she's real healthy looking. I'm ready to put her in the other tank, but I'm gonna wait and make sure that it's been a month. But yeah, I could really see on those pectoral fins and stuff like that. I've been able to look at her and get a real good view of the undersides of those. Like, no sores or fin irritation or anything like that. She's shown no spotting or anything like that. Like I said, I was only worried about her eating, and it was just because I couldn't ascertain what she was in eating. And she was eating the plants that were in there. And so when you eat Saswassertang and then poop it out, it's what, like crinkly Saswassertang? Like, that's what I would assume. You know what I mean? Like, so it looks a lot like the Saswassertang. So, but she's lived by herself for years, like at least 5 years. So I'm interesting to see how she takes on some new tank mates and stuff like that. And we'll keep this tank here open just in case during the first couple of weeks it isn't working out. But I don't see why she wouldn't enjoy hanging out with some other her size. She will be the smallest, but not by much. And she could be stunted just because she was a carnival goldfish and was in a goldfish bowl. You know what I mean? Like, straight up, for a long time. But she's one of those survivors. You know what I mean? Like, so she's seen so much. I mean, like, yeah, I'd hate to take her into my care from my nieces and like something happens to her. Like, so I mean, I am feeling some pressure. You know what I mean? But everything has been beautiful with this fish, and I don't know, we're getting a real good focus on the towel. We put a towel in between the tanks so that she had a back, something that wasn't moving. But yeah, no, she's been happy here thus far. Well, yeah, right, June. I mean, like, when yeah, one of the main things when you're ascertaining a fish's health and stuff like that, it's like, is it eating? Is it pooping? You know what I mean? Is it making it all the way through? That sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, as far as to like guess what may or may not be going on internally with the fish. You know what I mean? Like, we've got their behaviors. and eating and pooping. Like we have to guess everything like secondhand. But yeah, this is one of my best videos of a fish for sure. Like the tank's all clean and everything, and like it's really like showing off how shiny and healthy she is. Well, I'm drinking my coffee. Of that, we can be sure. Life is good. I'm setting my earpods case down. It's next to my chair in the living room in case I'm trying to find it later during the stream. But yeah, life is pretty good. It was a rough week for me, but I got a good steak, so life is pretty good. I went down to Houston, helped my mom get the house sorted. Who's having guests over this weekend to celebrate her 80th birthday. So she is 80. Yeah, we went to a nice restaurant and yeah, I had a and that was pretty delicious. See, Sunny G hears the song June. Kalish, good evening. It is a song night. Yeah, my title for this Wednesday witching hour, Hot Trash Summer in the City, was uh oh my goodness, I can't think of the band right now, but good stuff. Yeah, only Oscars, your trash tank in your fish room. Like whenever somebody talks about that as a theme, or whenever I see a picture of that theme, like in a tank where somebody takes some trash and like puts it in the tank, you know what I mean, for a more natural urban environment for a fish. I It reminds me of your tank every time. So yeah, it's so good. I'm so glad everybody's here. Thank you, Offish. Offish just subscribed to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We are growing. We are growing. Um, that's right. Hot child in the city. That's right. Sunny G. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I was willing to take in this fish for my niece, and I was more than happy to do it. And I will say, just in this segment right here, and there was another live stream where she was doing well in front of the camera, but just this 15 minutes right here, she's already done more for like my live stream and for the channel than I have in a couple months. You know what I mean? So she's definitely settling in and she's pulling her weight. She's obviously a star. Oh, she has a lot to say. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Right, exactly, where they were fishing out from. Yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? And like I think there's nothing wrong with taking a bag of chips and taking the wrapper and shredding it just a little bit, you know what I mean? Washing said wrapper, you know what I mean? And like drop it in the tank. You know, you should have a very nice large healthy plant with like a Funyun wrapper like stuck in it. That's right. Then 300, then the moon. I said at 100 that we would celebrate again at 300. And then I have not put out any content and have just been doing a live stream once a week. So, my slow growth is my own fault. You know what I mean? But I am, like I said, I feel like I've already won. Like for my goals for my channel is to show off some of my fish tanks, talk about fish, and hang out with some people. And we've been doing that on the regular here. Most of you guys know. If any of you guys are here for the first time, dude, welcome and jump in the conversation at any point in time. Like we are all friendly here. We try to keep it positive, man. Uh, there's enough strife and struggle in the world. You know what I mean? Like I just want to take this time and like be thankful for my tanks, thankful for my friends. You know what I mean? And like I don't know. It's not for everybody, but I sure do like it. What up, Gina? Did you make it home, girl? Yeah, I missed you tonight, Miss Gina. Uh, I understand you had to work late, and that sucks, but happens. Positive streams only. See, yeah, Stephen P kind of like feels what I'm feeling on that. You know what I mean? Like I try not to I try not to stew in negativity. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it persists without my attention or my feelings about it. You know what I mean? So, you know, just because somebody farted doesn't mean you have to go over there and smell it. You can just let the fart be, you know? Like you can guess, you know, like it all right, I see what that is. I'm good. Oh, okay, Gina. See, I didn't even see it pop up when you went. So I thought that it didn't happen at all, but I'm glad that it happened. And Gina, never worry about going over my stream a little bit. Like, not worried about it. It's like I said, like really, honestly, man, like I need three people and I would consider it a successful stream. You know what I mean? And like there's time to like say say what's up, you know what I mean? And like share some time together, you know? So that's always good to me. And I'm glad that Wednesday seems to be picking up a little bit. Which is nice. Cause like, you know, like there's streams all the time, but it seems like sometimes there hasn't been much going on Tuesdays. There's like a couple things, but like I remember at a certain point, it was like I was referring to Tuesdays as shrimp night because we had Poseidon, Poseidon's Pets, and then uh, Papa Shrimp, and then did TGOE go on Tuesdays at one point, and now they're on Mondays? I don't know, but it seemed like Tuesday kind of thinned out, and it seemed like Thursday kind of thinned out, like in the evening, my time. So whatever, whatever that means to you, crazy Australians, you know what I mean? But Gina, send me a email at newlocalaustin at fishfam.link. So new local Austin, all one word. And that should get to me, Gina. And if not, I will reach out to you. Um, yeah, I hope to be helpful and or be able to refer you to somebody that can help. So yeah, let's talk about it, gal. Jeff saying. Yeah, I guess that's what happens. So welcome the office. Fish Fam Link, if you don't know already, is a bot, sometimes person, that shows up in streams and says what's up. Um, and there's some automated things to it, and one of them is asking who farted, and then it chooses somebody from the chat. And congratulations, that was just luck, I guess. But that's fun. You had to listen to Hot Child in the City. Would you listen to it on only Oscars? What medium did you use? Yeah, but fishfam.link is a place where you can put your channel and all of your, like, your email, if you have a website, if you have, and all of your social medias, and you can group them all together, and then you can have a QR code for that. And then, if it's really handy at events and stuff like that, that's one of the main things that they do. But the website has everybody's links. There's a calendar on there for when people live stream. There's what keeps track of everybody's birthdays. It'll let you know who's live streaming at the moment, so you can always go there and see who on Fish Family might be live. So if you're looking to watch some content, stuff like that. I personally enjoy live streams a whole lot, in the fact that there's a chat, and you know what I mean, like kind of a community thing kind of happens. And this is how I choose to interact with my community, and I like it. It's convenient for me. Darlene, welcome. Yeah, Jeff. Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure that you have a couple reasons that I agree with, for why as well. Like, it's, man, yeah, dude. She earned her tetracolor granules tonight, working hard. It's like she knows we're out here. I've been trying to get that shot of Phineas. She's just out of frame, which sucks, but I want to get a under the jaw picture of Phineas, my darkest my darkest red goldfish. And I want to make it a Jaws shirt, but it's a photo of Phineas, and it like covers my belly, my my belly on my t-shirt. I think that that would be great. Yeah, like I said, man, she was real taken care of, and stuff like that. I mean, was the water changed as often as it should be? It's just like, no, but that's, that's his life. You know what I mean? Like, but hey, girl needs her dresser space back. You know what I mean? Like, and the idea of a spot in and a spot with the other goldfish here was very appealing uh, to my niece. She was like, I think that that would be fun for her, and I think that's awesome." And I was like, "If you want to do something else with that tank, you can do something else with that tank." I was like, "You can not have a tank if you want." And she was like, I'm thinking about not having a tank for a while." And I was like, "That's great. Good for you." So I think it's cool, and like I like to be kind of there as the crazy fish uncle, so that if they ever decided that they want a tank at any point in time, they know that I'll show up and set it up. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sure it's the story for about half of us here, that they had a fish tank when they were a kid, and then they thought about it again, and then they got back into it. Like, that's a story we hear a lot around these parts. Yeah, Jeff. Don't die, buddy. Get yourself some food. Oh yeah, and the towel there isn't hiding anything. That towel is over an empty tank. It's the 20 gallon that I put my stickers on at Aquashella. But we moved it up next to it, and my wife put a towel on the back because she was skittish the first few days that she was here, and movement was like freaking her out, and so and she put that there so that then one of the long sides didn't have anything, didn't have any movement, and that seemed to calm her down. But also, she's like on the floor level, and she was on top of a dresser before, so I don't think she was necessarily in a high traffic area, and uh, it wasn't like people's feet moving by. Because right on the backside of that tank, as we look out the backside of the tank in this view, is my washer and dryer. So those things get used periodically throughout the week, like during the day when the lights are off in there and stuff like that. So they have to get used to that, man. Yeah, no problem, Jeff. What up, Aquafunk? Thought you'd be here. That was a decent talk tonight, brother. I always enjoy Mexicali. Uh, and yeah, man, isn't he like a joy to hang out with? Like, I can't believe he was in my town and I missed it. I had to work, so I had to work. It was during the day. I'm a night person. Yeah, so Funk, I was thinking about your topic on your show, and it led me to the question of, and it's probably been discussed before. are like seasoned or like are seasoned like fish keepers like ruining like the American hobby, you know what I mean? Like the throwaway hobby of it all. And like because like basically we don't need to buy 90% of the things that are trying to be sold to us as fish keepers. So I don't know. How do we get them to make like better stuff? Like are we breaking like we can't I don't know. I had it and I couldn't type it out into a text in your stream and I can't produce it in my mind right now. So maybe I didn't have it. But yeah, like we need to find a way to like I don't know, have them respond to us and sell us stuff that we actually want. Huawei. But yeah, Funk, this is Cleo right here. This is my niece's goldfish, a carnival survivor. And like this fish is like I don't know, like 5 or 6 at least. Um, been living in the Houston suburbs, just moved to the South Austin fishroom, and she's gonna go on my 75. I got 3 other goldfish in there. So that's why we're looking at her. Hello, trash cat. Hello, Texas. Right, yeah. Everything is a service model. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely truth, Aquafunk. Yeah, like I said, I lost one a year ago, well, 6 or 8 months ago, and that that was probably just due to overfeeding, honestly. I mean, the water parameters went south, that might have like triggered it, but I mean, like, I definitely overfeed these goldfish, and I mean, like that's how a goldfish is happiest too. You know what I mean? Like, even if that shortens your life, brother. You know what I mean? Like, I will give you treats. But yeah, I think that was the hardest part of my startup was like figuring out how much to feed things. And I'm still not doing it right, I'm sure, but I'm way closer than I was before. Did I get your emails? I did. Did you send me more emails? A special hello to Doc Awesome from Amazon Research Center for Ornamental Fishes. Uh, yeah, I'll check and see if there's more emails, buddy. But I did get your emails, and thank you for being you, buddy. You always know what to say. Just cat Jeff Kane. Got a cat for sale. Sheep, striped tabby. Nickname is all right. Like sitting on my table. Yeah, man. There's a cat in my work life named Stripes, and he's a bad cat. I don't have a problem saying that. I'll tell anybody. He's a bad cat. Mexicali. Welcome in, brother. Yeah, dude. You and Funk were talking. Y'all were dishing it up nice, man. Yeah, it's true. But I mean, like, this is a cat I interact with at work, so like, I don't feel like I have to love him. Like, he's in my life situationally. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to love each other. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, I don't know. He's one of those weird cats that like he doesn't know how to cat. You know what I mean? Like he can't like sit in your lap and like get pet. Like he has to like look at your hand while you pet him, but wants you to pet him. You know what I mean? Like he's got some issues. And Mark Sterlson has said it all right there, ladies and gentlemen. Bloody cats. It's a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, 12:12 in the AM here in the capital city of Texas. It is now Thursday, August 22nd. So, for whatever that means for y'all, got to push through these water changes after this. We got to change some water. And who knows how many more weeks it's going to be of warm water changes for these fish. I'm serious. Like, I'm like doing 20, 30% water changes and the water that I'm putting in is like 10 degrees warmer. So it's just like, hey guys, hey, here's a nice bath. You know what I mean? I was like, it is not making the Cory spawn. That's right, only Oscars. It is the witching hour. Everybody be special. I'm gonna look around for another tank to show y'all. And a little more coffee, because you know, a little more coffee. Come on. Oh my lord. Hi, there's my male bristlenose. He's still alive. He isn't in a cave fanning eggs, so guess it's still a standoff. Hello, WTF. What happened? So your orange Venezuelans did randomly spawn. So the temp doesn't matter as much. It's about the food. Okay. Yeah, Stephen P. I would assume that our groundwater is probably very similar in temp. You don't get treated any better where you're at. You're a little bit north of me, but like not enough to make a difference in August. But I'm glad your Venezuelans did spawn. Okay, yeah. That makes sense, Steven. And it seems like the plants can, really respond well, like, the simple stems that I have, like, I can see a difference when I do a larger water change with them. They seem to like fresh water. Mm. So, yeah, this is a 20-gallon long that is a lovely purple Moscow, couple males in there, and then my mollies, and there are 2 albino female ancestresses and a male ancestress that's yellow. So, we'll see what happens. We got to see some, like, cave activity with the male and female around the cave, but, alas, I don't think anything's happening with it. Yeah, I mean, it's a man of mystery sort of thing, like, that's what I felt it was. I was like, "Alright, I like this name." Yeah, Trash Cat, I believe that's right. I believe it is Atlanta. No, but I've got some lovely, black mollies, and there's some whitish ones as well. I'm curious to see how they color up in adulthood. But the baby Mollies, the Dalmatians are like my favorite. I like all the little speckles all over them. Atlanta. Atlanta this week, am I right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, that male is definitely a long fin. Oh yes, the name changes. It did work. A star is born. That is uh that is hornwort aquafont being shined on by a light that's shining through duckweed. So yeah, man, it's a special what hornwort looks like indoors. the stuff you see in ponds and stuff like that is much healthier. But yeah, it's definitely gotten out of control. I need to probably take 2/3 of that out and let it grow. But yeah, this tank has overgrown itself a couple different ways, and it's been through algae, a bunch of hair algae, and then came through that okay. And I have not been, I've been not, I have not been fertilizing any of my tanks. Um, so as the tanks grow and the inhabitants grow, and I have live bears in almost all of my tanks, you know what I mean? Like there's a steady increase, and I haven't been I've only been, fertilizing when I see, an Anubias that is, like, yellowing, um, or some other plant looks like it needs it, you know what I mean? Like, uh, that's the only time I'm fertilizing right now. Oh, yeah, happy birthday, Aquapunk. That was my bad, bro. I should have known that. I like this Black Molly. He is definitely, like, king of the center frame. He's like, "Dude, get out of my shot, bro. You're in my shot." He's pretty good. If he keeps this up, he's gonna get a name. I mean, for better or worse, some people think it's bad luck when you name your fish, but for me, I think that it's like you get a name if you are an individual. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard with guppies because, like, and endlers because they breed so fast and there's so many of them that, like, that'd be a lot of time if you're gonna name them all. I think one of the reasons why I like plecos is if you look at the center of the screen right now, there's a female looking directly at the camera. She's just coming over the edge of that branch right there. And like that looks like a snake face or a lizard face. You know what I mean? So like I don't know, like I get a very like cool like amphibian vibe when you look at them from the front. When you look at them like nose on. And I think that is one of the reasons why I like a pleco is because it reminds me of reptile. Yeah, Funk, that's what I'm saying. I was thinking I was thinking of you when I was saying I was like, I know not all of you think that naming fish is a good idea. Like you think it's a bad idea. I I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Um, but for me, like it's like they get like a title, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I mean, like, hey man, if that shortens their life, then like that's the price of fame, you know. But yeah, I name them, but we have to have an interaction first. You have to show me your individualism. You know what I mean? Like you have the right to like swim with the rest of the group and look like everybody else. That's what you want. You know what I mean? It's just like it's a safe play, but you know what I mean? But some fish can't help themselves. They have to be seen. And those are the guys that get names. Yeah, it is kind of weird just because it's all the fish that stick on the glass. For me, aquafung, it's the most of the time their bellies are translucent, right? So like you see like all their organs and everything, and it's just like, ugh. But I like it when they're on the like that one's on the glass over on the left side of the screen. Like I like that. So yeah, from a side angle, like hanging there, I'm all right with. But yeah, it does look like an alien, like face sucker. Did that new Alien movie come out yet? Did anybody see it? Was it good? I think I'm gonna see it. Uh, I think I'm gonna stream it somehow. You know what I mean, and watch it at some point. But it'll be from my couch. But I remember the original Alien movie, like back in the '80s, like seeing it like after. Uh, so '82, I was 5, so like I didn't go to the theater to see it. You know what I mean? So like it was like I got to watch all the cool '80s stuff because kids had other kids had older brothers and stuff like that. So we get to see cool movies and stuff. Okay, so yeah, it's the mouth for you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really like seeing all the organs and everything. And it was the Hillstream Loach, which looks adorable in every other position. But when it's stuck on the glass like that, it looks completely alien. It's a little much. But like the rest of the time it like lays on a freaking leaf or something and like looks awesome. Okay, only Oscar says it was scary. Yeah, the coming out of the chest. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And like that yeah. Wow. I was just thinking about like how many times comedically like they've like done it. Like, yeah, I mean, I hope not either, but Yeah, I don't know anything about it, but yeah, I mean, like, I would look at it. One of the things that like, The Crow is a movie that I go to when I say, like, uh, an awesome, like, soundtrack. Like, that the soundtrack for that movie is, like, so good. And I don't know, I feel like that was, like, in fashion in the '80s and '90s, that a movie had, like, a really good soundtrack. I just don't think as much time is spent on that. Yeah, I mean, I can dislike a lot, like, it's rare for me to go see something and be, like, mad about it, you know what I mean? Like, I've been, like, just like, "Oh, yeah, no, it was good." Yeah, like, that is what mostly happens, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't usually get set off, like, all the comic book stuff, like, I was never into comic books enough to actually know what's supposed to be happening, so, like, however they chose to do it, I'm all like, "Oh, this is fun." So, like, yeah, I haven't. And then the Star Wars stuff, like, I I'm willing to let Star Wars be Star Wars, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hate on what they put out. It's not my I I guess I don't care enough, is what it is. Right, Deadpool 18 is out. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm planning on seeing that one too, but also, like, I just don't feel the need to go to the theater, and well, I mean, the more I become a homebody, like I have been, like, the more I'm comfortable not going to the movies. I think I'm just getting grumpy and old. Oh, no. It was all 3, now 1 is turned away, but all 3 of them were just sitting there looking at me, talking to myself in this chair. They do that a lot. Huawei, you renegade. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know why we're looking at my feet. That's not cool, bro. It's like it lost all the settings or something. Aquafunk, you have a good night, freak. We'll be here, man. Oh man, I was supposed to be done about 15 minutes ago, y'all, but y'all just caught me hanging out. If Funk's going, we kind of gotta. Oh, there you go, Funk. We got your, we got your camera angle you like. Um, yeah, it's about time for me to go too, guys. I hope somebody else is streaming, and I hope they're not mad that I'm ending 15 minutes late. But you guys have a great one, and as always, man, like thanks for showing up and thanks for being you. Like it's not the same without you. Bye.